And we are live for On the Button in Shelby Township, Michigan. Yay,
That's
On the Button. On the Button. We're going to talk about Singapore coming up this weekend at 5:45 in the morning on Saturday. It's 5:45 a.m.
or 4:45?
Oh no, it is 4:45. Oh.
God damn it.
Damn Singapore. But it's a pretty good card. Pretty excited.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
It's Fight Pass.
Hey, good job. You beat me.
Cinderx.
30 points, by the way.
Good job, Cinderx.
Yep, you did it.
Ben's definitely still king because, like, if you look at the period and overall, untouchable.
Last week took an L, but now I'm gonna bounce back.
Yeah. Get that title back, which you kind of still
Big
have.
Sean, baby, hometown boy.
But yeah, this entire card
not a bounce back.
is UFC Fight Pass. So if you don't have it, you suck. You're not gonna get to see these fights, and they're very good.
The whole thing's on Fight Pass?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yep.
That's something I didn't know.
Well, no one's covering it at 5 in the morning.
Yeah, that's true. Holy shit.
Main event: Holm, featherweight champion, versus Betchkahea at bantamweight.
But
Yeah.
all I have to say is
Yeah,
I don't really know why this is a main event at all.
I agree.
I mean, Holmes lost 3 straight. Correa's 1, 2, and 1 in the last 4. That's
like 3 fights I would have picked. 3 more fights I would have picked for top over them.
Yeah, just on this card.
Yeah. At least make one of your Asian guys top, right? I mean, Singapore.
Yeah, do the Dan Hyun Kim
Colby Covington.
or
Yeah.
fucking Dos Anjos and Safadine or
Yeah, they're
anybody else. Fuck. I mean, I think it'll still be interesting. I kind of don't expect a lot from Correa.
No. I mean, don't sleep on her, because, I mean, she's well-rounded, just not real good at anything.
And that's a decent chin.
Yeah.
But I fucking hate her.
Yeah.
Her game just doesn't impress me much, and she talks a lot of shit, even though she sucks.
Yeah, she was also, like, gifted 2 wins.
Yeah.
Completely gifted.
Oh, yeah, she lost to Jessica.
Yeah. And the Renault fight was a draw. It was everything that a draw is. So,
Yeah.
I mean, guess she was just gifted the 1 fight, but she lost in Cleveland.
Mm-hmm. I think one of the bigger factors is whether Correa can close the distance early and clinch her up, like she did with Renault.
Yeah.
But Holmes' biggest thing is her ability to establish distance and footwork.
Yeah, and that's pretty much the game is, can Correa get inside or not? Because if not, it's Holm all day.
Yeah.
And
also, Correa will have a strength advantage, in my opinion. So it's like if she gets her hands on her, will Holm be able to find ways to slip out?
Yeah, because her last fight before she won the featherweight title at 208, but it was taken away.
Yeah,
it was close.
Yeah.
It was close. Mostly I hate Durandame, so,
Yeah, I do too, but I kind of thought that Durandame won.
Yeah,
It's close. It's close.
Shevchenko was the last fight before that, and that was pretty much just a Holm that's better, well-rounded, and slightly better kickboxer, I think.
Yeah.
So, but this is a kickboxing versus kind of all-around fight.
Yeah. I kind of see this being Holmes sitting on the outside, kind of picking her apart. Correa will be able to close the distance a little bit, but I think Holm will be able to avoid anything damaging.
Yeah.
And I kind of see Correa just getting worn out by the end of round 3.
Yeah, because Holly's got great output on the feet.
Yeah.
And it'll be interesting because if she gets put down and put on her back, who knows what'll happen.
That's true.
But
also training out of Jackson Wink,
she's worked
you
on
think
that.
she would be pretty prepared.
Yeah, there's a few times that it was kind of going to the ground with Durandame, but she showed some good way to get back up. I mean, Durandame being Muay Thai doesn't really want to be on the ground too much, but
yeah,
it got there in a 5-round war. But I guess I'll lead off.
Do it.
So I haven't seen enough that makes me want to pick Kahea.
Yeah.
I think Holly's finally going to get a good win under her belt. I also think that Kahea is going to just kind of get sloppy after the first round goes so badly for her. And she'll end up taking a partially blocked head kick and then get TKO'd in the second round.
Wow.
Yeah.
Korea, I'm pretty sure, hasn't been finished besides for the Rousey fight. And I don't know if Holm has that, like, twitch, to put her away.
Yeah.
But I kind of think, like, I was going back and forth between a late finish or decision. I think I'm leaning towards the decision here. I kind of think she'll just keep picking her apart, and she'll just clinch her up, and it'll be kind of boring.
Yeah, well, I mean,
one-sided.
We knew that going in.
But I did have a little bit of, like, this is closer than, like, I gave it credit, but...
Yeah, I mean, they have Kahea as a plus 400, underdog on the fantasy, and I think that's a little much, because she's well-rounded and stuff, and, I mean, Holly hasn't shown that she can just put people away, by any means, but...
4th round TKO.
Well, no, I actually
I was going back and forth, and I'm kind of like talking myself into a finish. To be honest with you.
All right, I'll take decision if you take 4th round TKO.
Wait, really? Why?
Nah, I'll stick with my second round. I don't know why. It doesn't make sense, but it's kind of what I'm seeing, so I'm going with it.
Cool.
But either way, Holly Holm, I think good performance.
The next few fights are a little more
I'm more
exciting.
pumped for them. No offense, ladies. There's lady fights I'm very pumped for this year, but this isn't really one of them. Sorry.
yeah. Lasky and Timbira.
Lasky needs himself a damn win.
Yeah, he does. He's kind of pushing that, like, is he done for good kind of level. And Timbira has had some pretty impressive finishes in his last 2 fights.
Lasky is starting to feel a lot like Vitor Belfort.
Yeah, I agree. Comes out really hard, like, early on. I actually, a fighter that, like, I can kind of compare Timbira to, that Lasky fought recently, Josh Barnett.
Yeah.
Standing. Like, everything but the jiu-jitsu.
Right.
His wrestling, grappling, but not the submissions and all that. But the first, like, minute, they both dropped each other twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were just kind of going at it, and then clinching up, and it was a really fun back and forth fight for Barnett, but I kind of see it being a little similar.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, it's just like Vitor, and it's been the same way for Lasky's last few fights. He's very dangerous early.
Yeah.
And, everyone's got to be careful with him, but he does gas.
True.
But, I mean, if you look, he's on a 4-fight lose streak, but that's against Stipe, Overeem, Barnett submitting him, and Francis Ngannou. Not a harder lineup right now in heavyweight.
Yeah, 4, like, top 10 guys. Legitimately.
Yeah,
and
like almost 4 top 4, and then Barnett.
Yeah.
So, but, I mean, we've seen Timbira be able to eat some crazy stuff, and, the way he put away Henrique.
The way he was able to avoid anything damaging on the ground, and kind of, when Henrique's the guy that wants to take you down and grind you out and either look for submissions or finish from the top, Timbira kind of used that against him and let him wear himself out in the clinch and got that late finish where he kind of just reversed all that and got on top and did exactly what Henrique wanted to do to him.
Yeah.
But that combination to finish Pesta
was
just gorgeous.
Yeah, no, that was crazy. And I mean, Pesta has had trouble in the UFC, but
Yeah,
still,
he's not much of a striker.
It was a hell of a combination.
And that's also an interesting thing to look at for Timbira.
Yeah.
The 3 guys that he's fought in the UFC are predominantly wrestlers.
Yeah, Timmy Johnson won the decision.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, yeah, he pretty much wrestled him out.
Yeah, and Pesta is a wrestler, and Henrique's a wrestler.
This is the first.
But Lasky's
just a
a
striker.
cannon.
Yeah, exactly. He's exciting. Yeah, who you got in this? Anything could happen fight.
I was really back and forth with it,
Mm-hmm.
but I find myself always talking myself into Timbira. I think he's more well-rounded, and he's a guy that can make a push. Probably not a huge push, but he's going to be a fun guy to watch. I think he'll be able to hang on the feet, avoid any, he might get clipped and, but still stay alive. But I think he'll be able to do enough to win this fight. I'm actually taking second round knockout.
Okay.
Kind of think it'll be there'll be an exchange and he'll hit that right moment and catch him with a front kick or something.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. I think he does have to be very careful in the first round.
Yeah.
Because Arlovsky's going to be poured it on knowing he needs it, really bad right now.
He has taken some hard shots and walked right through them. I need him.
Yeah, Timbira, for sure.
So is Arlovsky.
Yeah.
Less recently, but,
Well, there's some of the hardest hitters in the league right now. But Arlovsky, I think he can't can't land on Timbira. And then he ends up pretty gassed from trying. And Timbira's better on the ground, grinds him out a bit. I think eventually he has him on the ground and puts him away with some punches in the third round TKO.
Okay.
So.
Respect.
All right. Now that we've gone through
that's gonna be a fun fight.
over 2.5 fights that we picked differently. Let me look. So 2 being under 2 being under, 3 being over.
I'm going with under.
Yeah, I think I'm at under 2. My guess is actually 2.
Yeah, me too. 2.
All right, let's see. Next up is a tight matchup between whoever one's going to be rooting for. Dong Hyun Kim, the more seasoned guy, the one that's been there a while, and Colby Covington, who's coming off of
strong up and comer.
He's coming off a knockout, right? Colby? Nope, decision.
Yeah.
Two fights ago was a TKO of Max Griffin.
Yeah. That last fight was still pretty exciting.
Yeah, Barbarena, for sure. It's 11-1. American top team welterweight. Oh, don't forget later that with Dos Anjos, that's welterweight. That's some crazy shit.
Yeah. It's his first fight moving up.
We'll get
a little, career change.
But
this is the toughest
that was
fight
the toughest
to pick.
one for me.
This is the toughest fight on the card to pick.
You
got a strong up-and-comer, 6-1 in the UFC, and you have kind of a legend.
Yeah.
In Dong Hyun Kim,
who's way younger than you think he is. I forgot. Let me see. 35.
Oh. Alright. Is he way younger?
I don't know why. Because he's had so many UFC fights that it feels like he's gonna be older.
Oh, I gotcha.
But Colby's 29.
Huh.
It's just.
He's a cocky fucker.
I think they're both pretty well rounded.
Yeah, Colby likes to rely on his wrestling, where Kim's a little bit more of a grind you out in the clinch or strike with you kickboxer.
Yeah, I think Colby could be stronger. Technique's going to be close on the ground. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be I think that Kim has I think Kim's better on the feet.
Yeah.
What, can Colby take him down, control him?
And I remember in his last fight, he came out like a bullet. I think he's gonna. This will be a brawl.
Yeah, I think they both want it to be.
Yeah.
And Kim's fight with Safadine at 207 was my pick for fight of the night.
Yeah.
It was fun.
One interesting fact is that Kim's only losses, the champ, Tyron Woodley, Damian Maia, and Carlos Condit.
So all like
3 of like
very
the top 5 guys in the division. Those are his only losses of his career.
Yeah, 22.
Covington's only loss was to Warley Alves. It was like, yeah.
He probably, yeah. I mean, while he was submitting everybody pretty quick in all his fights. He was kind of just storming through. I think Barberena was the one that beat him when Alves was undefeated.
Yes, he did. Yeah. Undefeated killer.
Yeah, he sure was. And he just destroyed Joe Proctor in Nashville.
Oof. Yeah, that was crazy. All those knees.
But Kim and Covington that was definitely the hardest. I'm glad that you have to lead off on this. No, I do.
You
God
do.
damn it. Alright. So, I could very easily see it going either way.
Yeah.
We've said when it's the hardest pick, it could go either way. But I think that Kim will get the favorable decision.
I thought you were going to take Covington,
Really?
honestly. I got Kim by decision. I had Covington for a long time, and then I went back. I watched the Safadine fight, and I was like, you know what? I think he has more. I think he has more to give.
Yeah, because I watched Safadine fight for Kim and the Barberena fight and I had Kim like just when you're just kind of picking when they first announce it.
Yeah.
And I went with Covington after watching his fight, but then after the Safadine fight, I kind of tried to visualize them together. I think he'll do enough to win the decision.
I agree. I think it'll be back and forth and close, and Covington will steal around, but
I think both guys have an ability to hurt the other on the feet too. So anything
and an ability to take each other down. And yeah, this could go a number of ways that I couldn't predict.
Very fun.
And when it's something like that, it's like decision, yeah.
Yeah, it's not like they're both too well known for just knocking people dead, but well-rounded guys, very talented. Next, whoever wins, it's going to shoot up. It's exciting.
It's a great top 10 matchup. Is Covington ranked?
I don't believe so.
Well, he's not going to be. Yeah, that's a good one. This next fight could also be like a fight of the night. You know, right now I'd say either Harris Asker, Scoggins. There's so many fights on this card that I think could be fight of the night, honestly.
Yeah, there's a lot that I think could be one-sided too.
Yeah.
But definitely.
But our Lasky Tibira is probably my number one pick for that so far.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Asker and Harris, I think. It could
The
be the
first
same
round,
for
I
Lasky and
think.
Timbira. But yeah, for Asker and Harris, definitely the first round most exciting. But,
yeah.
So Safadine, who put on that great show against Kim.
Really well-rounded guy. I think he's Belgian.
Yeah, he's a good stand-up, and his clinch work was good.
He had a little layoff and came back. I think he's lost his last 2. Most recently to Kim.
Yeah, Kim
and then
Rick
Story.
Both decisions.
Both close fights. Whereas Dos Anjos is kind of on the rebound after losing his title.
Yeah, and then getting beat by Tony Ferguson by decision, though, in what was a good fight.
Yeah, but one-sided.
Former lightweight champ moves up to welterweight for the first time.
Which I'm interested to see how he comes out, but I didn't really waver on this fight.
Yeah, no, this was probably one of my most solid picks. Maybe besides Holm.
And my turn to lead off.
Yeah.
With Dos Anjos being as strong as he is and well-rounded as he is, I think putting on weight will just emphasize that.
Yeah.
And he'll be able to just control Safadine. Either he's going to finish him with punches, like in the middle, like either second or third, or he's going to grind him out to a decision. I'm leaning towards the latter.
Okay. Yeah. So Kim was able to clinch up Safadine against the cage pretty well. We saw Dos Anjos able to do that to everybody in the lightweight division.
Yeah.
And I think he'll only be better at it in this fight. And I think he'll be able to control Safadine there when Safadine does trade with him well.
Yeah.
but I think it'll be mostly standing. Dos Anjos likes to just stand and try and land his shot. And I think he'll actually have Safadine up close to the cage and have him hurt, and then just pick his shot, and drop him with a big right or left cross. So I have second round knockout for Dos Anjos for his welterweight debut.
Huh.
It's definitely under.
We'll see.
Definitely under.
Yep.
On the amount of different.
Yeah.
This one is interesting. Takanori Gomi, who longtime UFC vet.
Yeah.
But
it just comes out like a freaking tiger.
Yeah, always very exciting. The Fireball Kid. 3 straight TKO losses.
Yep.
To Jury, Lozon, and Miller.
Miller was a submission.
Sure dog got this one wrong. But yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, it was a rear naked.
UFC 200.
Mm-hmm.
And John Tuck.
Was kind of underwhelmed.
Yeah. I mean, he had that one submission on Taehyun Bang, where Bang was really going crazy on him.
Yeah.
But he was able to stay composed. He led off with, wow, he was on UFC on Fuel TV. That was a long time ago.
Huh.
Traded wins and losses. He got a TKO in there. But all of his losses, decision.
I don't think Gomi's getting into a decision.
Yeah, it's not. Doesn't happen often, especially how he's come out in his last few fights.
And I don't expect that to change.
It's pretty much how composed will John Tuck be. He's 32, Gomi 38. It's a tough one. Who's leading on this?
I think it's you.
Yeah, it's me. Crowd's definitely going to be behind Gomi here.
Oh, yeah?
John Tuck, I don't think he's got a huge fan base, especially after those last 3 fights. But Gomi's shown that he can get beat pretty quick. It's all about that first round. And I actually think he hurts him. I think Gomi hurts Tuck, but can never really find the finish. But is able to control Tuck. Tuck won't ever be able to rebound from it, but Gomi can't quite put him away. Ends up being a decision.
Interesting. Huh. All right. First difference of the night.
Uh-oh.
I kind of think Gomi's going to come out, and it's going to be a lot of ole, ole. And Tuck will be able to avoid some of those big shots. And I think he'll be able to get him down, or either Gomi does something wild and just leaves himself open for a takedown. And I think he'll wear himself out in the first, and then Tuck will be able to get on top of him and find that submission in the second.
All right. I can respect it. It's all whether or not Tuck gets hurt in the beginning, because that's what Gomi's relying on either way.
Yeah, this is the close one for sure. I was looking at the odds when they came out. This is after I made my picks.
Yeah.
I only had one where I didn't pick the favorite.
Really? Yeah, I think I was pretty close to that too.
Spoiler alert! Fuck.
What is?
Didn't think about that.
Was it Tuck or Gomi on that? Don't remember their odds. It's probably Tuck.
You'll see.
Fair enough.
I don't want to ruin the rest of the picks.
Oh no! I meant just what were the odds for Gomi Tuck? Do you remember?
Oh.
Like
I could pull it up.
Who the favorite was odds wise?
Tuck was.
Okay.
I think minus 225 or something. So minus 280 plus 240.
Not crazy huge, but definitely a favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah. First round for this heavyweight, Asker and Harris.
I think that's
a
if it got past the first, I'd be shocked.
Very shocked, actually. Yeah, I agree.
Harris is a big dude that likes to bang, and Asker, smaller guy. I remember he was fighting in Russia. I think it was Russia, and most of his fights ended because of his wrestling. But then he came to the UFC, and it was just slugfest.
Yeah.
I think he got knocked out by Cannonier.
Yeah, on the end
and
of
he
crazy...
knocked out that Smolka, whatever.
Yeah, Smolyakov.
Yeah.
The Russian. Yeah.
But this one, I feel I'm pretty confident in.
Yeah, you're gonna be surprised. So Walt Harris,
Wow.
American top team, traded wins and losses completely. UFC lost his first two, then traded wins and losses. All of them TKOs except for a decision loss to Rosholt and Abdurakhimov. His last fight, he knocked out Chase Sherman.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know he was in the UFC for this long, honestly.
Yeah, he's been a real
shocked me. All right.
under the radar guy.
Krylov was a heavyweight?
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
Well, yeah, remember he fought Timbira.
Oh.
I want to say he didn't. I think
No.
before his latest stint.
Yeah.
Let's see. Wow. So Pelele knocked out Krylov and Walt Harris. He was a fun dude before he disappeared.
Yeah, I remember. And then what he got knocked? I think his last fight he got knocked out by Bigfoot.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
That was devastating.
Yeah.
He's got a great Twitter account though.
Oh, does he?
So yeah, Asker versus
Chase
Harris.
Sherman.
I think that Harris might be the one that lacks cardio a little more between the two. He's shown. And is this one me or you first?
Me?
Go to the other thing.
This one.
Yeah.
Kind of think the only reason Asker won his last fight was dude came out like a bullet. It was just throwing wild shots with no accuracy and like just opened himself up.
Yeah.
And I think that Harris is more patient and he's got some power. And I kind of think he's going to put out Asker in the first round.
Okay. Yeah, I could definitely see that. I think his best chance is first round, maybe early second for Harris. He's definitely more calculated, sometimes a little too patient.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that he is actually going to be too patient in this one. And Asker is going to kind of be waiting for him to jump. And then he's going to be patient too. And then once Harris can't land anything, Asker gets him down in the second and third rounds and takes a decision victory.
Oh, yeah.
So I got Asker. There's the two.
Maybe we will. Who knows?
Who the fuck knows? 6 more fights.
I hope so.
Alex Caceres is
He's
very
a fun dude.
inconsistent, but very fun.
Bruce Leroy.
Bruce Leroy Jenkins.
Leroy Jenkins. Ponke hadn't seen that until like a week ago. I was like, what?
I feel like a lot of
That's
people,
one of them. That is a famous video.
a lot of people haven't seen that.
Bruh.
What do you look up? What do you look up if you want to see this video?
Leroy Jenkins.
That's it? Yeah. Look it up if you don't know it.
It's funny as fuck.
It is good. I like it. But yeah, he has lost 2 straight, but to very good dudes. And at the time, like Jason Knight, no one really thought Jason Knight, no one really thought much of him. Mm-hmm. That fight's what really kicked off, people getting behind Jason Knight.
Yeah, he dominated Caceres. He was just better at everything that Caceres is good at.
Yeah, because his 2 victories before that, it was Allers and Dan Hooker, and everyone's like, eh.
Yeah.
But yeah, and that was a great TKO in Dallas. But anyway, just Caceres, he's very fun. Everybody, judges like him.
Yeah.
And that showed in the Cole Miller decision.
I know Asia likes him.
Oh yeah,
It's basically an anime character.
Yeah, he's very fun. And he was supposed to fight someone else.
Yeah, supposed to be a debut guy from Japan, like a prospect.
Yeah.
But he had to bail, so they brought in this dude.
Rolando Tai.
I couldn't find much on him.
Yeah.
I was trying to, but
Filipino, 8-4-1.
yeah.
it's I don't feel he's a natural featherweight too.
Do you know Caceres beat Sergio Pettis?
Wow. At what weight?
Probably fly.
Yeah. Did he fight at fly?
I don't. Maybe. Unless Pettis fought at bantam, which is possible.
Let's see. Yeah, that's not going to be able to tell me that. He submitted him.
Huh. Interesting. But back to the fight. I kind of... This feels a little one-sided to me.
Yeah, and I mean, it's
Especially
hard,
at short notice.
It's hard to ever say that with somebody so short, or unknown.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I think Caceres can hang with some of the best right now and give him at least trouble.
Yeah.
Maybe not be top contender at bantamweight right now, but give anybody trouble.
Isn't he? Oh, it is bantamweight. Never mind.
But
yeah, I think he'll be able to get it done. What do you got?
I have the third round knockout.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I kind of think Dye will try to come out, fast, and Caceres will catch him in a submission in the first.
Could definitely see that. I'm also wondering if he comes out with the fro again. Did he in his last fight, Caceres?
Yeah.
No, he did.
It's
I know, because
Caceres, of course he did.
Every time Knight would land that straight left, it would bounce.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was funny as shit.
It's another fun one. Another fun one. We got Scoggins and Sasaki.
Yeah, two guys coming off losses in the flyweight division. Pretty sure Scoggins moved back down.
Yeah.
Because he moved up short notice to fight Munoz, who recently got a win. Both are exciting guys with interesting styles. Scoggins more of a... He's basically mini Stephen Thompson.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
And I'm pretty sure they trained with the same, karate.
He's at Revolution right
instructor.
now.
And Sasaki is a big flyweight.
Yeah, very
and
tall.
he's a fun guy to watch. He's always exciting as shit, and he'll come out with some stuff on the feet, but not really refined. But he's got a very good jiu-jitsu game.
Yeah, he's 3 inches taller than Scoggins, and he's lanky, and that's always dangerous for people to get submitted.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was giving Reyes trouble.
Yeah.
During that fight, but Reyes was able to just control him.
Yeah.
And avoid getting submitted.
Yeah, he was always attacking the submissions, but Reyes is very good at avoiding.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, I mean, it's who's gonna fight the perfect fight here.
I don't think the odds should have been as big as they were.
Yeah, no, I agree.
They are let me pull that up. -475 for Scoggins.
It might just be the, lost 3 out of his last 4 for Sasaki.
Yeah, and Scoggins is an established flyweight.
Yeah, more
with some good wins. He beat Ray Borg.
Yeah.
Who may be fighting for the title.
It was a bit ago, but yeah. Fighting at 82, not too long ago.
Yeah, not long enough ago to dismiss it, And Borg is a very good wrestler.
February of 2016, so. But yeah, definitely an impressive win there.
I remember Sasaki being able to, not having the best chin.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel like Scoggins will be able to find it.
Yeah, I see that. I just don't know if he'll be able to put him away, and my only worry is Scoggins getting on top and avoiding guillotines. Anything from the lanky.
Yeah.
Maybe triangle chokes, anything like that. So who you got? Is it you? It's you.
I'm taking Scoggins second round knockout.
I like it. That's pretty much what I see, except that he can't land it. I took another decision for Scoggins.
Yeah. I mean, half of all fights are decisions, so.
We've just seen Sasaki a lot of times. He'll get dropped, but not actually knocked out.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of see that with Scoggins. He's, better wrestler. Might not have the power to put him out, but I'm very nervous about the ground game of Sasaki.
I kind of think Scoggins' best asset for this fight is going to be his speed.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think he'll, learning from the Muniz fight, he was winning that fight decisively. Mm-hmm. Up in weight at 135. And I think he'll avoid putting himself in that kind of position to let Sasaki get a hold of him.
Yeah.
And, he'll finish him with strikes.
Do you expect Scoggins to want to keep it standing unless Sasaki's hurt?
Oh, yeah.
I think that's
Definitely.
his best bet.
He uses his distance well, too. So
Sasaki has good reach, but Scoggins definitely...
He doesn't take advantage of it.
Yeah, no. He's James Vick before Vick really took control of his reach.
I mean, I see
Not
what
as
you're
much,
saying,
not as
but
much.
he's not that
He's not
good.
Yeah, I was gonna say. But
He's fun, but he's not that good. But yeah, that's a good fight to watch. It could be a back and forth, fun fight.
it's gonna be a nail biter for me just because I'm afraid of Scoggins getting on top and getting himself into something. But
If we did one of those things where it's potential upset kind of thing, it would be this fight.
yeah, for sure. I agree with that all day. Next up, we got Ling and debuting Camacho,
I want to say Freddie, but I feel like that's not even anywhere
It's
close.
very close. It's Frank.
Oh, damn.
That's not bad.
Wow. All right.
20-4. It's a great record.
Yeah. Is this his debut?
It is his debut. He's coming off of 2 fights at Rites of Passage.
Oh, and I just remembered he's a short notice guy because Jingling was supposed to fight Jonathan Munier.
Oh, okay,
Or whatever.
Yep. I know.
But he dropped out a few weeks back. Because I don't even remember him being on this.
Yeah.
And a natural lightweight coming up to welter.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
That kind of plays into what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that makes me feel a little bit better. I mean, 20-4, even at not, UFC level competition, is a hell of a record.
Yeah.
Only 12-4 for Lee, but I mean, his last couple of performances have been pretty fantastic.
Mark Hunt's 13-10, so
Yeah, that's Mark Hunt is I knock you out or you win, so it's kind of.
But
Xingling's kind of like that, but I mean, you can't really deny. I can't see it going not Xingling's way.
I agree.
After those last fights, we've seen this other guy get submissions and TKOs, but I think Xingling is just experience and overall talent is going to be better than Camacho.
Yeah. How do you have it ending?
I have it with the first round knockout. It's a rare pick for me.
Me too.
Yeah.
I got it. It's
Yeah.
not rare for me, but
No,
I got it.
Yeah.
Camacho hasn't faced the kind of competition that would prepare him for a fight like this.
Yeah.
And Bobby Nash put on a hell of a fight, and
Yeah.
Jingling avoided getting taken down and put on some powerful shots on his chin.
Yeah, I didn't mean to take away from that performance for Nash. It was more Lee was able to keep composed in what was a brawl.
Yeah.
And keep himself out of the ground game and, good performance through adversity.
And he's done pretty well recently. He was 3-4 or 3-1 in his last 4.
That's right.
Oh,
Yep.
he is. Yeah, look at that.
Look at you.
Yeah, first round knockout, especially short notice like that.
Oh, he knocked out Lima 4 fights ago.
Yeah.
Diego Lima. But yeah, no, I feel pretty confident in that. Yeah.
And now one of the closest fights on the card.
Really?
Yep. Kwangho and Russell Down.
I don't know why that's a close fight.
I don't know why. Kill me.
Agree though. No, that was completely solid. This fight's kind of a ho quack. Feel better?
Yep.
But no, ho quack, I think, is... Well, let me see his most recent fights. I remember being impressed with his most recent.
The Brett Johns fight. I remember that was back in the 4th.
Yeah, that's right. It was his debut.
So Doan has lost 4 straight.
Yeah. And I don't think he's impressed me in any of those 4.
He's submitted his last 2 decisions, the 2 before.
I guess the biggest issue is that, Hoquack hasn't gotten a win in the UFC.
Yeah.
But
he did enough in that fight with Johns, who's a decent fighter, to earn my respect.
Yeah, I think pretty much agree. He's also with Korean top team. Sorry, it's not top team. I was like, oh no. But I think it's more that I'm underimpressed with Doan than I'm impressed with Quack.
I agree.
But what do you got?
A pick that I normally don't go with. I'm taking Quack first round submission.
Okay.
I kind of think, especially in the last couple fights, Doan has made it pretty obvious that he sucks on the ground.
Yeah. Yep.
And Quack has a few submissions to his name.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to remember. I think he's... Actually, he doesn't. I'm wrong. But either way, I think...
Doan's left himself open to him pretty easily.
Yeah.
I think that the first round's a very feel-out, round. Mm. And Quack kind of realizes that Doan only looks for knockouts. So he just takes the first round, careful, times him up. But I have second round submission. If it makes you feel better, I also have submission.
A little better.
But, so yeah.
Yeah, it should be interestingly terrible at 5 in the morning.
Yeah. That will be around 5:30 a.m.
Yep.
5 a.m. 2 guys debuting, which usually kind of boring. But these guys are 10-0 and 6-0. There's something beautiful about 2 debut guys and undefeated.
Fight to the death.
Yeah, exactly. Inui?
Inui.
Karl's
Japanese.
Thomas.
I really couldn't find a lot on these guys.
Yeah.
Literally all their fights have ended in submissions or decisions.
Which is interesting, because they've kind of had the same road to victories.
Yeah. I have no fucking clue, though.
Yeah.
This is really a flip of the coin. Like, I think this guy's gonna win because he's the better striker. You don't even know his name.
Think so. Yeah, I went with the only thing that I could, take from the 2 is Ino is 10-0 and the other guy's 6-0. So I went with Ino by decision.
Me too. Me too.
That's exactly.
Holy shit! That's
that's how you look at it. Real
it's
quick.
kind of just like, you know what? He's favored, and there's got to be a reason for that.
It's strictly experience.
Yeah.
Who the hell knows what will happen? It's a good platform. One of them can, it's a chance for them to really shine.
Yeah. Who knows? Fight of the night. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, fight of the night. Why not?
Then we got one where we got Pudilova coming back after that close fight.
Is this the only tight matchup on the card? Oh, no.
No, there's a couple.
Kim and Covington. It's
Is that the only other one?
Yep.
Okay. But yeah, Pudilova against Landsberg.
Yeah, that was a hell of a fight.
That was a great fight.
In England.
Very back and forth. The London card.
Yep. Honestly, I thought Pudilova was going to win, and then they gave it to Landsberg. I'm like, yes, I picked her.
Yeah, and all 3 of us did. We're like, ooh, that could have gone either way.
I know Kim was fairly highly touted.
6-0 with 2 draws. Fighting out of
how?
Yeah.
How the fuck do you do that? But whatever.
she had draws in her first 2 professional fights and then won 6.
I didn't lose.
Didn't lose again. Fighting out of Impact Gym. This is just a couple bantamweights trying to get into probably the toughest women's division right now. Close.
That's saying a lot, but yeah. Yeah, Landsberg impressed me way too much to not take her in this one.
Pudilova.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's who she fought. But yeah, I agree. Pudilova all day. Again, we don't know much about Kim. I couldn't find anything on Kim either.
Yeah, me either.
But
what do you think?
Pudilova just showed she was too well-rounded, so I took her by decision.
Mostly in a fight like this, decision would be the smart way to go.
Yeah.
But I kind of just think Pudilova almost put Landsberg away a couple times, and a debut chick who doesn't have any knockouts on her resume, maybe Pudilova knocks her out in the second.
I like it a lot.
Puts her away.
So that's a huge way to try and really jump out in front at the beginning of the card. It was 2. It was exactly 2. We were both right.
Oh my God. God, I hate you. No, with these kind of cards, it's really tough to have a lot of differences just because...
Yeah, I mean, like...
There's so many fights that are big odds differences.
Who the fuck knows how many there's going to be for 213?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God.
But just look at this. Dos Anjos minus 260.
Yeah.
Covington is minus 340, which that surprised me.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Timbira minus 250.
Sticking with Kim. That's kind of putting money on Kim now.
Where was I? Holm minus 600.
Yeah.
Tuck minus 280.
I think even the minus 600 for Holm is too much, for sure. Against Kahea.
Yeah.
I think it's too much, but
it's one of those where it's, no one really expects Curry to win.
Yeah.
Harris minus 335.
Okay.
Caceres minus 300. Scoggins minus 475.
Yeah.
Ling minus 415. Yeah. And then Kwak is minus 126. Inwoo is minus 275. And Pudilova is minus 135.
Yeah, definitely. We haven't seen a lot of fights go with that. Like, we haven't seen that many fights that one-sided on the odds in a while.
Yeah.
Maybe
Really.
the last card. No. Zealand, there's a lot of closer ones. So, it's definitely going to be an entertaining one. If you got Fight Pass, you can sleep in and just put it on when you wake up. We're probably gonna get up for it. I'm gonna get up for it. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah. Yup. Then probably take a nap before work.
And take a nap before the 2 grad parties I gotta go to. At least they'll be done at 10 a.m. So, that's good.
Yeah, really.
But yeah, Cinder X, you're going down. Congrats on your victory last card.
Yep. Little slow golf clap.
Ponke's definitely bouncing back. I'm not getting last place in this fucking card.
Well, you're not getting first place, bitch. It's me.
I'm not getting last. That's what really
It's
matters.
your boy right here.
But yeah, enjoy it. Singapore. It's fight night 111.
Should be fun if you're an insomniac.
Yeah, it's been very fun.
If you're lazy, well, just watch the replay.
Yeah. Get Fight Pass. And yeah, after this, it's fucking Kesa and Lee in OKC.
Hell yeah.
So looking forward to that. But enjoy Singapore. We hope you're excited about McGregor and Mayweather finally being for real.
Damn straight.
And yeah, that's it for On the Button. Keep your chin tucked. And we are live for On the Button in Shelby Township, Michigan. Yay. On the Button.